we are back to talk about example 3. We are going to be evaluating algebraic expressions. So evaluating just means it's the same thing as like solving or figuring out the answer. So that's what we're going to be doing. Algebraic, remember, that's something that includes variables and constants, which are numbers, so letters and numbers. And expressions means that's something that doesn't have an equal sign. So let's look here at A. We have x plus y, and that's an algebraic expression. It has an operation, and it has two letters that are being added together. So it says evaluate each expression for x equaling 8, y equaling 5, and z equaling 4. So what we're going to do, if you see here, there's an x, and x is the same thing as 8. And so instead of writing x, 8 is the same thing as x, I'm going to go ahead and substitute 8 in for x. So instead of writing x, I'm going to write 8 plus y. Well, what does y equal? Y is equal to 5. So instead of writing y right here, I'm going to substitute this 5 because 5 and y is the same thing. So I have 8 plus 5, which is 13. Boom, that's the answer. All right, cool, let's move on to the next one. Here we have B. We have x over z, or x divided by z. That's what that means. So here I see an x. And from the last question, we know that x equals 8. So I'm going to have 8 divided by z. Well, what does z equal? Z is the same thing as 4. So instead of writing a z right here, I'm going to substitute that value of 4 in. And I really have 8 over 4, 8 divided by 4, which is just the same thing as 2. And there you go. There's my answer. All right. Now it is your turn to check it out. Example 3. We have A right here. M, N, B, P minus N, and C, P divided by M. So you're going to evaluate each expression for M equals 3, N equals 2, and P equals 9. So I want you to try to go ahead and do this on your own. So here's my friend the Pause Dragon reminding you to pause, go ahead and work out A, B, C, and when you get done, press play and we'll talk about it. All right, see you in a bit. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and see how you did. So this first one, MN, that means M times N. So what does M equal? Well, M right here is the same thing as M equals 3. So instead of writing M, I'm going to write 3. And then we have N. Well, what does N equal? N is the same thing as 2. Whoops, sorry about that. So we really have 3 times 2. Which is just 6. So if you got 6, awesome job. All right, let's move on to the next. We have P minus N. So P right here is the same thing as 9. So instead of writing a P, I'm going to write 9 minus N, which is the same thing as 2. So I'm going to substitute that 2 in for N. And I have 9 minus 2, which is just 7. All right, let's move on. If you got that, awesome job. Let's move on to C. We have P, and remember P is the same thing as 9. So we have 9 divided by M, which is 3. So we're going to substitute that 3 in for N. So we end up with 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So if you got that, awesome job. Great job with this section. That's it. And we will see you next time. So go ahead and work on your homework, and I hope you do a wonderful job. All right.